Okay. Good evening. Haven't drank coffee all day. It's like 7 o'clock in the evening. But I want some coffee. I've never done a coffee talk on how I make my coffee. I feel like you guys need to know this. That's a major part of coffee talks. Major. So what you can't see and what I just did was I turned the furnace on to get hot water. So there's kind of like this. There's that stupid shortage of everything. Everything's backlogged transportation wise, which is kind of leading into one of them little green propane bottle shortages, which that's what I use. So when all that kind of happened, I didn't even really think about it until it happened. Like I was just out of propane, and like I went to 2 or 3 places, and only one of them had it. The others were out, which is where I went first, of course. And I was like, well, this isn't good. Like I can't make coffee. I can't heat anything up. I could just have raw everything. Like how would I wouldn't be able to make my eggs. I was kind of like bugging out. I have a decent battery bank system, but not enough to run everything electric. Like I wouldn't be able to run like a griddle and, boil water. Like I wouldn't be able to do all of it electric. Not happening. I didn't plan for that. Not to mention, I would possibly be able to get away with it a little easier or better, or maybe just get away with it in general. If my freaking charger from the engine wasn't shit in the bed. It's so weird. It goes through phases. Like I don't understand. Like it intermittently likes to work. I don't get it. That's on tomorrow's list. I need to email them, and I need to get insurance. Yeah. Anyways, that's when the electric kettle kind of came into play here. Was the propane shortage. Like I was like, well, I was sick. I was coming back from Christmas when I had the crud, and I was like, man, well, I want something warm. Like I don't give a shit if I like boil water and pour it over ramen noodles and like that's that. Like whatever. I want something warm. I wanted tea. Like I can make broth. Like whatever. I just wanted something warm. So that's when I got the electric kettle. I've kind of just been sticking with it because now I use like way less propane because I was boiling my water every day to make coffee. It's faster to a degree, but then there's like also the fact of now I have another thing, which is a bummer, and that hot plate thing doesn't really have a home. It's not really a hot plate. I should probably do stuff. Like I was talking about making coffee. Kind of got to let the furnace warm up the loop. Anyways, I don't have to do that, but putting hot water in this already and then using it still takes 5% of my entire battery system, which it's not the end of the world, but I usually try to minimize the draw, especially because Kentucky's weather, man, is fucking weird. Like there's a lot of rain, there's a lot of cloudy days, so I don't get a ton of solar. There's some days where it like is freaking awesome and it bumps me up to like 100%, good to go. But like I'm sitting around like 60% right now, which you're like, oh, well, you got 60% to go. No, I don't. You can't drain batteries to zero. That essentially destroys them. These ones not so much, but if you had regular, like the heavy ones, you know, like the lead acid batteries, if you got it below 70%, it's like a no-go. Like 70% of the battery's capacity. Whole other freaking topic. But these ones you can bring down, you can discharge 70% of the capacity, so it has 30% remaining. So really right now I only have 30% of my battery left to use, and I got to run the heat all night off the furnace, and that draws a okay amount of power, not a ton, but a good amount. And if the sun doesn't come out tomorrow like it's supposed to, well, then I'm waiting another day on sun to get solar, yada yada yada. It's never really turned into a huge issue, but I guess I just try to do it, I don't know, smarter or like more efficiently. I don't know. And then you're probably like, well, you're using power to run the furnace. You're right, but that's gonna then give me heat because it's a little chilly in here right now. It is 49 degrees. Was out in the store and doing all kinds of stuff. I don't leave the heat on like just on a constant basis, because if I'm driving, well, I turn the heat on up there and it brings heat back here. So it's gonna give me heat, and it's gonna give me hot water, which will help me here. And I have a buildup of dishes to wash. There we go. Got the words out. Here we go. We're like starting to make coffee. I grind my beans every day. It's kind of fun. It lets me get stuff from all over the place. Like when I was traveling, the fun thing to do is get like a pound of coffee from all the different places I stopped, if I found a coffee shop that I liked. Good grinder. Expensive, very expensive, but good grinder. Most grinders, you have to hold this and like turn this way. Nah, this one, all the pressure goes into the countertop. It's great. It's a burr grinder. Nice consistent grind. Good stuff. Sleepy Dog blend. Straight out of Alaska. I got I don't even know how many pounds it was. It was a lot though. It cost a good chunk. Oh, it's not even that. It was 5 pounds. Whoa, that's a good bag. That's a lot of coffee. I'm down to here. It's about less than half. And then what else did I get? I got some from Idaho. Who is Scotchman's coffee. What else? I'm still hanging on to some Costa Rica coffee. That was like 2 years ago. More than that. Oh, this stuff. This is like a special, like once in a while treat. This stuff was so freaking good. I'm close enough that I could actually go back and get it. Preservation Distillery. It's bourbon English toffee is like the flavor. so good. So good. So good. What did I just get rid of? I finished one. I finished 2 of the small bags just recently. I can't think of where they're from. It was white. The bag. Well, they're gone. Is what it is. Oh, furnace kicked down. We're hot then. Turn the water pump on. Alright, hold on. I was just thinking, like, is it worth it? Let me see. Oh dear. I got a pile of new dog bed today. I don't know if that's in view. He had an accident one day, so I just threw it out. His old one. IR 91 degrees. Is that in view? Oh. 91 degrees. We got anything else? Nah. 91. Alright, turn the inverter on. Shoop. Tell it to go. Shoop. So I think it's worth it. I mean, that's almost halfway to boiling. You know, the water that comes out of the tap is, I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna drink this so there's no mixed water. Well, it's not really fair because now there's hot water in the line. I'm gonna have to shift it to cold. This is like, see, this is kind of the stuff that nobody shows you, the production of doing stuff. Like, just to get that little thermometer, there's shit everywhere. No big deal, but... Alright. You guys are probably like, what is this fucking guy doing? $50 degrees. Can you see that? Oh, yep. So that's a 40-degree difference. That's pretty good. And I mean, how long did that take for me to get 90-degree water out of the tap? You know? That's not that bad. That's pretty good. Furnace does a good job. There's no denying that. No denying that. But now I'll shut it off because I have the whole, like, glycol loop is heated up now. And I don't really plan on... I'm not staying where I'm at. I'm in Tractor Supply parking lot. So like that little furnace run was like good enough to get me what I needed, and it'll get me through washing my dishes, and I'll probably turn the heat on for the rest of it, drain out whatever heat was left in the system, and then, you know, be on my way. I'm kind of a mess because I don't usually talk while I'm making my coffee, so then I get distracted as to like what I'm doing. You guys know that. I get fucking distracted super easy. You guys are stuck looking at nothing or looking at my butt, whatever is in the screen there. Pilot, you want a biscuit? or a treat, whatever you want to call it. Come on. Sit. Good boy. Let's see if we can torture him. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Wait. Nope. The kettle's like right in the way. Oh no! Wait. 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 He does it every time. He's like, no! It's okay. Wait. Okay.
He's like so ashamed.
No, there it goes, bud. Oh, hold up, wait. We're gonna move your bed back. And that's like a whole thing now. Can I pick you up in it? Oh, yes I can. Oh, good boy. Oh, oh God. So now, like, it was kind of nice not having him a bed because, like, I didn't have to move anything just to get into my cabinets and drawers and stuff. But now I'm back to needing to move something just to get into where I need to go. That's not good. Want to know why? Because I'm distracted and I didn't clean out the French press. So now the freaking French press is full of old coffee grinds. Now the water's cooling down. Oh my gosh. You know me, rule number 1, panic. Does anybody else like not actually clean their French press? I wash it like once a year or so, something like that. Nah, probably more than that. Not by much though. I just rinse it. I mean, it's just getting freaking coffee in it every time. I should probably clean the screens because they get all greasy from like the oil on the beans. But oh well. I don't always dry my hand with paper towel. You guys can't even see this, but he's just laying on the fucking floor, not even on his bed. What a dick. Water in first, then beans. Swirl. Make sure all the grinds get wet. Fill to the max. Cover on. Wait. Okay. That's it. We're not at the campground anymore. Can't go wasting water. Ow. Steam. Okay. That's that. Pilot, you didn't eat your treat, dude. Is there something under your bed that you're upset about?
No.
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Okay, now what do I talk about? Whoop. I'm pretty sure when I froze my lines, there's now like there's a slow leak somewhere. There has to be. Because that's really funny. I guess he's not hungry for his treat. So he was like moving his toy over his treat, so like I guess no one else takes it. I don't know. What a goofball. And I don't like ever take his food away. Like if he doesn't finish it, well, it just sits in his bowl. Like whatever, man, I don't care. Eat when you're hungry. What a goofer. What was I just talking about? Oh, the water line's freezing. So now every like couple minutes, if I leave the water pump on, it'll like pump once. Like there's a loss of pressure somewhere, because the way that pump works is when you put power to it and like turn it on, do you hear it? It'll run water pump. Tank and water lines go in, pump, water line goes out, you have a faucet. When the faucet's closed, the pump has filled up pressure in this line, right? When the pump senses that there's no like back pressure, like kind of pushing back this way, because there's pressure in the line, it wants to pump. It's like, hey, like we need water. It's like calling for water, saying, hey, give me more. So the only reason for the pump to cycle at all ever is because there's a loss of pressure on this side of things. Whoops. Can't see anything. There's no drips. So I'm not gonna like freak out about it. But it is slightly alarming, because like it's one of those things, well, is it just gonna get worse? Is it gonna split open one of these days? Is it gonna don't know what it's gonna do. Kinda is what it is. Can't fix it until I can find it, so there's that. Oh. Well, you guys can listen to me talk for a minute, because I'm in the middle of washing dishes. Pilot, go check that out. What happened? It fell on your bed, bud. Gosh, dang it. Oh, did you hear the pump cycle again? I don't know. You can't see it, that's for damn sure. Alright, let me rinse my hand. I'll be over there. Why'd that happen? Gravity's weird, man. Gravity is weird. Like, that's for damn sure. Like, I was sitting there fine. And yeah. Alright, here we go. See, he like stuck it in there. Then he was, whoop, I picked one up. Whoop. He was trying to move that over there. He was like shuffling it with his nose. Is that good enough? Is it gonna fall again? Pilot, what's going on here, dude? It'd be cool if you were on your bed. It would be really cool if you were on your bed. Don't worry, I did not just wash that coffee mug. That's a thing. You don't wash a coffee mug. Unless somebody else uses it. It was super cold on Friday and Ben was working outside, so he asked if we could make coffee at lunch. I said, yeah, it's fine. So I do have to wash his mug. But Like my mug, well, they're all my mugs. But the mugs don't get washed unless somebody else's cooties are on it. Nope. Nope. They get rinsed out every now and again. Like that'll happen. To get the sludge out the bottom. That's how you know you made good coffees, when there's sludge at the bottom too. Yep, there's a little on the bottom of that one. Good shit. And that it's extra good if you get some sludge on the first pour. Because usually it'll be at the bottom of the pot or the French press or whatever. Like, all right, that makes sense. You know, like you're draining what was just touching the coffee grounds, you know. But yeah, it's good stuff when you get some sludge. I like it. I still haven't figured out a sponge situation here. I was thinking, it's like, man, magnets. Like, that's a good idea. Nope. My sink isn't magnetic. But if I get those rare earth magnets, maybe I can just put one on each side and it would be good to go. But I'm pretty sure this stupid thing isn't magnetic either. Like the holder, I'd have to go in the store with a set of those magnets and find a sponge holder that's magnetic that I can then magnet to the sink. I think that's the way to go. Would be a nice strong magnet. I do. I think that is the ticket. I don't know how long we've been waiting, but it's good enough. Nice. Why aren't you on your bed, dude? I didn't rush to get him a new bed because he pretty much never slept on it anyways. He just goes to the front seat. What are you gonna do? It was on sale, and I'm like, well. He likes Odin's bed, but probably only because it's Odin's bed. So, I guess that was dumb on me, but oh well. Maybe he'll use it eventually, maybe he won't. Or I'll gift it to Ben before he leaves. Here, have a dog bed. Fuck, that's hot. It's good though. It is good. Yeah, so that's the coffee situation, guys. That's what goes down. I don't usually need to turn the furnace on because it's usually running at night. Well, and it's kind of new that I use the kettle. So like before then, like if I didn't have the furnace running, say it's summertime and I don't need heat and I wasn't, doing dishes or nothing like that, then I would not heat the water to then put it on the stove. I would just, get water and boil it. So that's that's not a constant. That doesn't always happen. Usually happens, but not always. Yeah. Was that informative? Are you guys excited to know how I make my coffee? Probably not. Oh well. What should I talk about next? Like tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a morning coffee talk, that's for sure. My drying rack's not in use. I need to wash the top of the cutting boards pretty... Yeah, We'll leave it at that. But I'm gonna wash it and then I'll condition it. Anywho, that's about it. Little evening nightcap here. It's almost my bedtime. It's like, I think it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Like it's pretty much bedtime. Which is fine. The whole coffee and caffeine before bed doesn't fucking matter. What are you doing up there, bud? Kids these days. Gosh. All right. Well, have a good rest of your evening. I don't know what that's from. It's like dust, but it's not. It's like a uniform, like something. Weird. All right. Cheers.